Okay, nisto nitane ko matsi say piaki. My name's Margaret Potts. I'm from Piikani Nation. I'm from Blackfoot, which is part of the Blackfoot Confederacy. I have been very connected with the land, being able to take the children and families out on the land, being able to connect them with all the plants, the birds, the animals, the water. That is what makes me who I am as a Blackfoot person.
My mother raised me when we were small. My brothers were hunters and I was the youngest, and I'm the one that skins those animals, and where now you bring it to the butcher and they're sawing and using all these machines. I could do that with just a knife, and that's from teachings from my mom. Well, our community kind of got hit hard before COVID with the drugs and alcohol. And then when COVID hit, everybody was isolated. And there again, the drugs came out a little more. Just after that, maybe a year ago, we went into a state of emergency. And while this was all going on, I am trying to run some programs on our nation that I got trained for called Reclaiming Our Lives, which is all about healing, holistic health, using the medicine wheel of the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. And I think it's really important that we start going back to our ways of life. And there's still a lot of people that are doing that. We have never lost that, but people were missing that part of their parents because they were raised in residential school. And I always like that saying, let's go from intergenerational trauma to intergenerational healing. A lot of work still needs to be done, and I believe we can get there because we're very resilient people. So I always say, a buffalo is today's Walmart. It provides food, clothing, and shelter, and more. And that's what we depended on. And I just finished doing a buffalo harvest about 3 weeks ago at our school with all the kids. We've got kids in the school that have lost mothers, aunties, grandmas, they've lost someone. But when these kids came out to the buffalo harvest, their whole demeanor changed of like, can I help? Showing them how to respect the knife, respect the gun, the protocol, using the aniskim, the whole stories that come along with it, and being able to show them how to, and what's the process. A lot of people don't reach out for that spirituality that they need in their life. And I think a big part is our identity. Who are we? Where do we come from? So when we're able to start sitting down and connecting with the land, when you start learning and understanding what that means. I always remember this one time, and these kids, they're going to grow up telling this story. We were going to Piikani, and just when we're going to get to Piikani is the mountains behind us, the Rocky Mountains. And we came from a long drive, but when we were getting there, I told these kids, you always remember your home when you see those mountains. And in the morning when that sun's coming up, Natusi, the sun, you pray for yourself, your mom, your brothers and sisters, your family, and you pray that good things come out for your day, that you have a good day. That's a big part of where do I belong? you know? This is Blackfoot territory. Everything that's growing around us has meaning to it, has life, has spirituality. So I think that's really important when we start connecting back to the land, that they start getting it, that this is what's important. Our buffalo are coming back and we're being able to harvest more buffalo, teach the kids, connect them with the land. These traditional knowledge will carry on by saving lives. There was a time where I didn't realize that my traumas were catching up to me. It was physically affecting me. My anxiety turned into panic attacks. You go see the doctor, they're gonna say, oh, take some Ativan, take pills, you know, like this is what's gonna fix you. I was not in a place to take that kind of stuff. I was like, no, I need to heal myself. So I started reaching out to elders. I started going to ceremony. I started meditation. I started going for counseling. All those things pulled together. And your diet, you have to watch what you eat, you know? Living off the land brings me to a place of going into the bush, bringing kids to go pick berries, choke cherries, bullberries, saskatoons, mint, sage. They're able to experience it, and then they know. If I had to speak to my community as a whole, I would say we need to all work together. We need to come together, network together, do things together. There's too many people working in silos, and that affects the community. Why can't we all do things together to be strong, one stronghold, so that we're showing these kids to work together and love each other, care about each other, and be strong. I always go back to the saying, it takes a community to raise a child. And that's what we need to do. There's a lot of really good mentors in our community, and one of them is Jaren. Jaren is singing our Bigani flag song. Every reserve has their own flag song. We are losing a lot of elders these days, and we need to start getting those stories, those songs, those ceremonies, those ways of life, living off the land, you know. All these things are important so that we're able to carry on who we are, and that's our identity. I have one elder, he's my go-to guy, and that's Peter Strikes with a Gun. He's so awesome. He's the guy that does the face painting for my program, and he puts his number on the wall and he just puts it out there. Anybody wants to call me for advice, they need help, you know, he's always available. I wish there was more people out there that were like Peter, you know, because he's so open to help. For the youth, the big one is to give them hope and empower them.